Hey everybody, I'm back. Okay, so far we've been staying within the minor pentatonics box shape, kind of just between the 7th and the 10th fret there. Looks like a box. Everybody refers to it as the pentatonic box. So what we're going to learn now is how to step outside of the box. We're going to learn a couple of scale patterns in the same key. We're going to stay in B minor pentatonic, but we're going to play B minor pentatonic in some other areas of the neck. So keep in mind, these will be the exact same notes. So we're going to start off by playing below the 7th fret. Here's what the pattern will look like. Okay, so these are the same notes as we played earlier, but we're playing them in a different part of the neck. So we're starting off with B. I'm going to follow that up with D, 5th fret of the A string, to E on the 7th fret. Now to the D string, we'll play the notes F sharp on the 4th fret, A on the 7th fret. So far we've done this. Now we're going to play on the G string on the 4th fret. That'll be the note B. That's going to be our root note again. And this will be followed by the 7th fret. This will be the note D. Now to the B string, 5th fret. The note is E. To the 7th fret, this note is F sharp. And now we're up to the high E string. We're going to play A on the 5th fret. And then we're going to land on the root note B on the 7th fret of the high E string. So this is what we just did. All right, so now we've learned 2 minor pentatonic scales. I'm going to show you one more to break out of the box. We're going to play above the 7th position where we started. So I'm going to start now with my first finger on the 9th fret of the D string, and that note is B. And here's what the pattern's going to look like. Okay, so I'm starting on the root note B. I'm going to play B to D on the D string. And now I'm going to play E to F sharp on the G string, frets 9 to 11. 2 notes on the B string. I'll play A on the 10th fret to the root note B on the 12th fret. 2 notes on the high E string, D, 10th fret, E on the 12th fret. So we've just done this much. And now I come back down. Now I'm going to continue my descent. So we started here on this B. I'm going to play A on the 12th fret of the A string, F sharp on the 9th fret, E on the 12th fret of the low E, D on the 10th fret of the low E. And that's as far down as I'm going to go in this pattern. Now I'm going to work my way back up. So one thing I should point out, I think it's really important to start and end on the root notes. So if you're playing B minor pentatonic, always start on B and end on B. That way your ear will tell you what key that you're in. All right, so here's what the scale looks like again. Okay, so right now we're going to learn a few licks that will help you break out of that pentatonic box. We're going to take advantage of these scales that we just learned. So now we've played the B minor pentatonic scale between the 4th fret and the 12th fret, so that covers quite a bit of range. So once again, we're going to learn 4 ideas and then play them with the jam track. So here's the first idea. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm starting in the 7th position that we're familiar with, played 7 to 10 on the B string, and then 7 on the high E, and I repeated those 3 notes, and then slid from the A on the 10th fret into B on the 12th fret of the B string. All right, so you see that we broke out of this box here. Okay, next lick sounds like this. So what's happening here, I'm going to start on the 11th fret of the G string, 10 to 12 on the B, bend on the 12 on the high E up a full step, come back down, play 10 on the high E, 12 on the B, and then slide back into the 9th fret on the G and land on the 7th fret of the G. I'm kind of sliding starting on the 9th fret of the G. But that slide doesn't have to be precise. It just adds a little feel to it. For the 3rd lick, we're going to move below the 7th position, play in the 4th position. It's going to be a simple one. Sounds like this. Okay, so all I'm doing here is playing on the D string 4 to 7, A string 7, D string 4. Okay, and the final lick in this section. Okay, so I'm sliding around a little bit here, starting on the 7th fret of the low E, 5 to 7 on the A, sliding up to the 9, back down to 7, 5, ending 5-7 on the E. All right, so let's try out those ideas with the jam track.